Staying cool at school, and we don't mean popular, what LA Unified is doing to help kids beat the heat. Emotional embraces, how some people got to hug their loved ones for the first time in decades.
The Rundown, brought to you by Goal Zero.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. The heat wave is bringing up big concerns for parents about the safety of their kids at school. LA Unified School District officials say they're looking at every campus to see which ones have more blacktop and less shade. They say planting more trees to provide shade for kids outside is a priority. Back in June, the district adopted a plan to add more green spaces in shaded areas. They've set aside millions, but it will likely take years to complete the project. There are things you can do to help keep your kids cool at school. Make sure they have a water bottle and also make sure they are wearing light clothing. If you were planning to cool off at the beach this week, a warning before you go. Public health leaders in LA County say several popular spots have high levels of bacteria. So here's the list of those beaches. We have Santa Monica Pier, Mother's Beach in Marina del Rey, Inner Cabrillo Beach in San Pedro, and Topanga Beach in Malibu. Experts say you should avoid swimming, surfing, and playing in the waves until bacteria levels return to normal. Well, the beach sure does sound like the perfect spot to be during a heat wave, right? With more on the scorching hot temperatures heading our way, here's meteorologist Belén de Leon.
Dangerously hot temperatures are expected for Southern California from Tuesday all the way through Labor Day. An excessive heat warning will be in effect for much of our region. There's going to be an elevated risk for heat illness. An area of high pressure is what's bringing us these hot conditions, and it's only going to intensify in the coming days. This area of high pressure is not going anywhere. In fact, it's only going to amplify the jet stream, and that's going to cause the temperatures to rise even more. Look at the trend in Lancaster, 106 on Tuesday, and then temperatures around 109, 110 all the way through Labor Day. So please continue to practice good heat safety, stay in the AC, limit your time outside, especially after 10 a.m. Hydrate, take breaks in the shade if you have to work outside. Watch for heat illnesses. Take care of yourself and each other. Check on the elderly, kids, and pets.
Video of a smash and grab at a jewelry store in the Pomona Valley shows employees trying to fight off the robbers. You can actually see three men in hoodies robbing Anthony & Company jewelers in Montclair. They smashed glass and swiped as much as they could on Thursday night. Employee Griselda Martinez called 911 and grabbed anything she could to throw at them.
Felt like they were going to come in and maybe come closer to me and start smashing and grabbing or hurt me in some way, so I just grabbed anything and I started throwing, and I got an aerosol can, I got a calculator, whatever I could find, and I got some pretty good shots on them.
The three men took off with about $200,000 in stolen jewelry. They have not been caught. The Justice Department says it completed its review of materials seized in the FBI raid of former President Trump's Florida estate. Trump's legal team had been trying to stop the Department of Justice from further analyzing those materials until a so-called special master is able to examine them. A federal judge scheduled a hearing about this for Thursday. Meanwhile, the Director of National Intelligence will conduct an assessment to determine if the former president's storage of materials put the country at risk.
I'm a power blackout, and I'm gonna put you in the dark. What is that?
It's the Yeti 3000X solar generator, a home backup system from Goal Zero. Take that blackout.
Emotional moments in North Hollywood when dozens of older family members from Mexico arrived in LA. Some of them have not seen their children in nearly 30 years, and many of them met their grandkids and great-grandkids for the very first time. NBC4's John Caddy's Klimak was there for the emotional embraces.
A moment 24 years in the making. A mother and father who sent their sons to an unknown country for the good of the family, now finding themselves grandparents and great-grandparents in a family that's extended beyond borders.
Realmente pensé que iba yo a morir y que no iba yo a volver a abrazar a mis hijos.
I thought I would die before embracing my sons again, Rosa Vasquez tells us. Marcos is her oldest. He came to the U.S. 24 years ago with his parents' blessing for work and to send money back to help support them. In those years, he married, had kids, created an American dream with roots that dug deep into Mexico. They are just one of 140 elderly parents who traveled as part of a special government-sponsored program from Oaxaca, Mexico, to reunite with loved ones in Los Angeles. for every one of them, the first time meeting beyond photos and video chat. The families arrived to LAX. Some haven't seen their relatives in 15 to 35 years. Immigration policy keeping those who came to the U.S. so long ago the inability to return. But in this happy moment,
Pero me siento feliz.
the wait is over. The family is on a 10-year tourist visa. They have to return to Mexico to renew every 6 months, making the next chapter all that more time-sensitive.
Being able to have them and knowing that they're going to be here for Thanksgiving, Christmas, for the first time with all of us would probably be amazing.
From North Hollywood, John Cadiz-Klimac, NBC4 News.
For the first time, Dodger Stadium hosted a naturalization ceremony for new U.S. citizens. More than 2,000 people took the oath. Legendary Dodger player turned broadcaster Fernando Valenzuela was also honored after becoming a citizen 7 years ago.
Very special day. I mean, I've been in this country for 35 years. I am so excited.
It's a sign of hope. It shows that my kids will be able to have a brighter future than the one that I had.
For some, the first order of business, register to vote. And the LA County Registrar's Office was there to help them fill out an application. Chris Rock says he's been asked to come back and host the Oscars next year. This, of course, comes 6 months after he was slapped on stage by actor Will Smith. According to the Arizona Republic newspaper, the comedian told an audience at his comedy show in Phoenix that he was asked to return but declined the offer. Rock reportedly said returning to the Oscars would be like returning to the scene of a crime. Neither Rock's reps nor the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences confirmed he received the offer. Axel Foley is back in action. The sequel to the classic comedy franchise Beverly Hills Cop is finally in production. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Taylor Page are joining Eddie Murphy for the 4th installment, which is named after Murphy's character in the movies. There aren't a lot of details about the plot yet. The very first Beverly Hills Cop came out in 1984. That was 38 years ago. The franchise moved to Netflix in 2019. We may be getting ready for a heat wave, but Starbucks is ready for all the fall feels. Starbucks announced that its iconic pumpkin spice latte is back in stores. Also returning is the pumpkin cream cold brew, but get ready to pay more for the fall flavors. Yeah, prices for the grande pumpkin spice latte have gone up 50 cents this year to $5.95. So how about cereal for your next dinner? How does that sound? Kellogg's is giving you the chance to win $5,000 if you add cereal to your regular dinner rotation. So all you have to do is post a picture of yourself eating cereal for dinner on Instagram. The cereal company will select one winner each week leading up to National Breakfast Day on September 26th. Like every day is National Breakfast Day for me at my house. I mean, I can eat cereal for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.